Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be tracking some tornado warnings that are currently in effect into portions of South Carolina. We're also going to be looking into an Invest 90L and also a major hurricane Teddy. Yeah, Teddy has become a major hurricane in the Atlantic. We'll be watching those two as well. Uh, Let me go ahead and first put the link out to my Twitter followers so that way they know that I am live. Got my channel here. Okay. Just give me a second, guys. Then we will be ready. I am live tracking tornado warnings. Pause tracking major hurricane Teddy and Invest 90L. Alright, now we are ready. So let's first take a look at our radar scope here. So we do have a couple of tornado warnings in effect in South Carolina. Also around the same time, we do have um, a tornado watch in effect. So let's take a look to that tornado watch. You can see here it's in effect for like places like Columbia, Orangeburg, Sumter, Camden, Bennettsville, Dillon, Florence, Lake City, Myrtle Beach, and also as well as Pawleys Island. In a tornado watch, this is an area that is favorable for a few tornadoes, which is possible. Small marble-sized hail, and also wind gusts potentially up to 70 miles an hour. So that's what we'll be taking a look at on here. And let's go on ahead and get back to our radar here. Take a look to these tornado warnings. So got Columbia. Uh, Columbia is right over here. Uh, can't see Florence is. Oh yeah, Florence is right over here. So let's take a look to these two tornado warnings. It's going to be a little bit hard to see here. Uh, there's Sumter right there. Let's take a look to the velocity here. It'll give us a better look of these. So we got rotation right here. In this tornado warning, we actually have two areas of circulations up here. Got one area of circulation right here, then another one right here. So we got two circulations here. They're about 9 miles apart. So we currently have two circulations going on up there right now. Let's take a look to the, let's first circle these storms here, see if we do have any debris getting aloft by these storms here. Maybe another circulation try to come up right there. We'll watch that area. So there's really multiple areas of circulation to watch, this is completely normal by a tropical system. If we circle any of those there, and there's not really any debris getting alofted by these circulations, so that means there's no tornadoes out there right now. When you get a drop, like getting into the blue and black colors, like something like that, for example, that's an indication that debris is getting lofted. I'm not saying this area here is getting a tornado, but we do have areas of circulations to watch here. Let's take a look to these tornado warnings, see what they say. Radar indicated rotation, see what they say. Radar indicated rotation with that one, and then this one right here, which expires in 18 minutes, also radar indicated. This one here expires in 3 minutes, so it won't be too much longer, although we may get to see an expansion of tornado warnings since we are seeing multiple circulations there. Let's look into this one here. Let's see here. Right there. Rotation maybe is trying to tighten up a little bit there. Get another area to watch there. Let's play these here. Let's go ahead and play these. I lost connection to the stream on my phone. Give me a second. Apologies if the live stream is going to be cutting in and out. if that even happens to anybody. Yeah, there's another circulation right over here. Looks like it's weakened just a little bit. Take a look to see some of the circulations. We got a pretty broad circulation here, although it started to tighten up by Maysville right here. You can see right there, which we'll pause it there. Got rotation really started tying up by Maysville right there. So that being an area of interest right there. Got a very broad circulation right here. Potentially maybe another area, which seems like there was a circulation earlier, but has died down quite a bit. Then you got potentially two areas of circulations. You got one there and one there as well. But so far, we don't have any tornadoes on the ground or anything like that, so that's good news there. So we'll get back to the radar in just a moment, but first, let's take a look to the tropics, what's going on right now. So we got Sally right here, got the remains of Sally. It's currently a tropical depression with winds 30 miles per hour. Got Invest 90L to watch here, that's in the Gulf of Mexico. This is this same storm system. This is the one that's been showing like a 20% beginning like to the west of Florida, been coming in this way. Then it's been staying stationary in this area in here. And now we got a pretty organized circulation with this storm system. It's likely to be becoming a tropical depression today, or maybe even a tropical storm. We got a recon plane that'll be flying into Invest 90L and see what's going on in there. So far, a couple models have been making landfall, maybe potential into Texas there. So let's talk about Invest 90L first. And let me get there by getting on here. There's Teddy. Invest 90L. And as you can see here, pretty bad scenario what we got going on here. Look at the tracks here. Still sticking over the waters, not even making landfall at all. But you can see here, there's a possibility it may try to make landfall into portions of Texas. But what's really bad is, look how long it's going to be sticking over these waters. Hour 144, that's quite a few days out, staying in the water. Hour 168, I mean, that's quite ridiculous of how long it's going to be sticking over these waters here. And the waters here are very warm. So if it's not yet, we really need to watch this one here very closely here. And this will likely become a tropical depression or a tropical storm, depending on what the recon plane finds inside the storm system. Here's the models here for the intensity forecasted. As you can see here, pretty good agreement bringing this thing into a tropical storm. Although a couple balls do bring it into a Category 1 hurricane, which I think it's possible there as well. And if we take a look to other model tracks, you can see you got some models bringing into portions of Texas and Mexico for landfall. But we really need to keep an eye on this very closely. And we just don't really quite know how long this is going to last in the water. So Invest 90L is something we really need to watch for. And you can see here, it's got a little bit disorganized, but a little bit earlier it did have a little bit better organized low pressure system. So yeah, on that. So that's Invest 90L. Let's talk about Hurricane Teddy, which is actually now a major hurricane with winds of 120 miles per hour. As you can see here, pressure is 957 millibars, moving northwest at 12 miles an hour. This may pose a threat to the United States around Maine. At least that's what some models been hinting on, especially yesterday. But we'll show you guys the hurricane models because they are showing a different story with Teddy. But first, here's the infrared satellite here. You can see quite an organized circulation here. Looks like it's kind of dying out a little bit on the eastern side of the storm there. And we just had a recon plane go through there earlier for Teddy. Looks like we got a recon plane starting to go into Teddy now. Alright, so here's a recon plane right here. So this is what the winds were recorded. You can see here, very strong winds on the northeastern side. That's between knots 100, looks like 113 to 137 knots. There's also pretty strong winds on the northeastern side of this system here of Teddy. We don't really have an idea of the pressure on it by looking into this map. Although I've heard that recon plane did measure pressure around 950 millibars is what I've heard. So that's quite a low pressure. Right there. About to get another recon plane into Teddy. You can see there, but at this point here, that Teddy is a major hurricane, and it's likely going to intensify some more to the northwest as it continues to move to the northwest. If we click on Teddy here, this is the National Hurricane Center's track here. You can see here, major hurricane till 8 a.m. on Sunday, eventually dying down, probably a Category 2 hurricane by Bermuda, so Bermuda definitely needs to watch this as well. Watch this system as well. You can see here it'll be continuing to move north as well. And let's take a look to the European model on this here, because this model here has been kind of consistent with this solution. You can see here how Teddy moves to the northwest. If we turn on sustained winds with this, there's Bermuda up there, likely underdone there. You actually have a trough right here. You get Arctic high pressure system here, which it kind of gets into the trough right here, which will help intensify a little bit more, is what it seems. At this point here, it doesn't really become a uh, tropical-like cyclone here of a system here. It'd be more like a bombed out low pressure system. It'd be more like a frontal system is what we call it. Whenever it gets into this trough here, you can see it continues to move to the northwest. It then eventually makes landfall by Nova Scotia. I don't know how to pronounce that. Apologies on that. Here's Maine right here. Gets very close to making landfall in Maine, but you see how it rapidly dissipates there as well. Rapidly decreases in strength there. So Maine going to have to watch Teddy very closely here. However, if we look to hurricane models, showing a complete different story. Does not even get close to Maine. It continues to make it a northern path here. Continues to move to the north towards Eastern Canada. So for anybody in Eastern Canada needs to watch Teddy as well. Here's the GFS Ensembles parallel track. So you can see here quite a low pressure system. 954 millibars, just quite a low pressure system there. And that's an average too, so likely going to be a pretty strong system here. Here's the GFS Ensembles, 958 millibars when it gets close to Nova Scotia. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on that. And here's the intensity guidance here. You see, we actually got a good agreement on the hurricane models, keeping this as pretty much a Category 3 hurricane till the next 4 days. Here, then it starts to die down. Although some models actually die down and actually gain strength again. That may be due to the trough that will help the system here, but we'll be watching it, Teddy, very closely here, see if it trends back to where it was before yesterday. So far, it's been trending to miss Maine here so far, but we'll keep an eye on Teddy very closely. So that's pretty much it there. Let's get back to our radar here, see if what's going on here. So, tornado warning has been expired and by Sumter here. Got multiple areas of circulations. Got one here, a weak circulation here. This would be the area of interest here, which would be to move into the northeast there. So, let's take a look at two superhighways correlation coefficient. Not picking up any debris. If you guys do have any questions, you go and put it in the chat. Jay Squirrel says, Substorm, thanks for the updates. No problem, Jay, and I do appreciate you joining the live stream here. But anyways, here, We still have a tornado warning in effect. It expires in 8 minutes here. Looks like there's no debris getting lofted by this storm right here. Let's take a look to. Doesn't look like it has any rotation on it, so I'll probably guarantee that this tornado warning will probably get canceled though. But if I was the National Weather Service, I would probably continue a tornado warning on this particular area right here. It's quite a bit of rotation with it right here. This will be an area of circulation to watch here. Oh man. Bad news is it's quite rain wrapped, so you're not gonna be able to see. I mean, it's in very heavy rain, so not really any good news there with that. Doesn't look like we have any other tornado warnings, but you can also notice we got tons of flash flood warnings going on. Even still back into Georgia, we still got flash flood warnings in effect. Although, let's take a look to how much rain can come in the next few days by the Weather Prediction Center. Move to the Mid-Atlantic. So it's the rain for the next 7 days. This is 7 days, and before Sally gets out of here, literally about everybody's gonna be dry. So a very dry stretch weather will be ahead for most of these areas whenever Sally gets out of here. But anyways, you can still see here, some areas could see 4 to 5 inches of rain, potentially nearing 6 inches of rain, especially across ports in southeastern Virginia there. Could see a decent amount of rain, even far southern Maryland there as well. So there's still a lot of rain to come, and Sally should eventually get out of here by tomorrow. But again, there's still quite a bit of rain on the way there. And I've heard across portions of the panhandle of Florida and Alabama, some areas received up to 2 feet of rain, which is a whole heck lot of rain. And they got hit pretty hard, unfortunately, by Sally. So hopefully they'll be able to recover nice and smoothly and stuff like that. So here's the day one excessive rainfall outlook, and as you can see here, they did expand the moderate risk to the northeast coast of North Carolina and also the southeast coast of Virginia, and also far southern Maryland as well. We got moderate risks in effect there for some of those regions there for some flash flooding, which is a 20 to 50% chance of getting flash flooding to some of those regions there as well. So yeah, on that, let's get back to the radar here. See if we got anything going on. So we got this tornado warning going on. Got a weak circulation right here. Let's see if it's got anything going on with it. Doesn't look like it. Go over by Maysville, which has quite a bit of rotation with it. I mean, look at that. Quite a bit of rotation with it. Surprised there's no tornado warning issue with this here. I mean, that rotation is really starting to tighten up there, which is now past Maysville. So pretty much you guys are in the clear, although there may be another weak circulation right there. So, all safe to say, even though there's a weak circulation here, I'll say Maysville is pretty much safe for right now. I mean, the tornado threat's still not over yet because you still got storms coming in from the south there. So the tornado threat won't be over for today there. So let's take a look to any towns will be ahead of this circulation. It seems like by these forecast things here, it's moving to the northeast. So let's see here. Doesn't really look like it's going to hit any major cities or anything like that. Probably closest city is going to be Lamar right there. Needs to watch his circulation here. And eventually, probably some of these regions here need to watch as well. Okay, we just got a new scan. Alright, so tornado warning just got expired for there. Oh no. We may get a tornado warning very soon for this area of circulation here. I do expect more tornado warnings later today, so stay weather aware for that. But anyway, well, do you guys got any other questions in the chat here before we go? I go. I don't think you guys got any other questions, but anyways, guys, there's all for you guys today. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this live stream. If you guys did like this live stream, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. If you guys have questions about this, watching as a video, you can put in the comment section down below. I'll answer you guys' questions. I'll see you guys